Joining us now, Ashley Davis, former George W. Bush White House official, in Miami for tonight's GOP debate. Ashley, hello. I know you're a supporter of Nikki Haley. What are people saying down there as it relates with what happened last night across the country in Ohio and abortion?
Well, first of all, I'm very jealous I'm not on your panel tonight. It looks like so much fun, and I wish I was arguing with Dan right now. But no, there's a lot of excitement down here. I do think because of the election, what happened yesterday, abortion will definitely be on the table again. But I also think that there's going to be a lot of discussion around national security, the border, crime, the economy, obviously what we talked about yesterday in regards to interest rates and flood insurance. I think all those topics are going to be on the table.
What do you think we're going to hear tonight from abortion, Ashley? Because you saw the results, I saw the results. Tens of millions, hundreds of millions of Americans saw the same results.
I mean, I think that all the candidates have to find a real way to talk about this. In my opinion, Nikki is the one that's been talked about it the most clear and say that this is a state's issue. It's been decided in the courts. The federal law is never going to pass, and it has to be decided in the states. I think when some of the other candidates do talk about it, especially the ones that are more extreme, when you go to 6 weeks and they do start talking about weeks, I think Sean was saying that, it's just a horrible message. And I said this last night as well. I think that we need to, especially now, figure out how to talk about it, and we're doing a really, really bad job.
Ashley, it's Johanna. I totally hear you on the, states' rights issue, but you've had red state after red state say, just stay out of our bedrooms. So, aren't you going to continue to play this because you're going to see Republicans in some of these states continue to go after abortion?
I mean, I hope
and we
it
miss
doesn't
you here,
continue,
by the way.
But I do agree with you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We miss you here, of course.
I see you're the only girl there. You need some girl power.
Well, I can take these boys.
It was all three. It was like all women last night.
That's true. It was a lot of women last night. But you can come back anytime, Ashley.
Ashley Davis, gotta
but
leave
no,
it.
I totally agree with you.
Last word, real quick.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Last word. Go for it.
No, I was just going to say, we have to find a way to talk about this, and we have to do a better job. And if we do continue to have it on the ballot, it's going to hurt us.
All right, Ashley Davis, got to leave it there. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Have fun in Miami. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.